and offered him F-16s. The next day, a White House official told the New York Times Suharto was our kind of guy. Your administration, under the JSET program, sent Green Berets into Indonesia. They trained the Indonesian Kopassus Special Forces in advanced sniper technique, urban warfare, and similar tactics. In 1999, in April, when the Indonesian military and their militias massacred, I'm getting to the point. Yes, I'm getting exactly to the point. You were just talking about freedom in Timor. In 1999,
give me a hand.
I want to ask you about the facts, President. In 1999, in April, the Indonesian military and their militias massacred 50 people in the rectory in Likisa. They hacked them with machetes. 2 days later, Admiral Blair, the commander for the Pacific, your commander, met with General Wiranto, the Indonesian commander. He offered to help him in lobbying the U.S. Congress to get full U.S. military training restored. He made no mention of the Likisa massacre. During that same period, the Indonesian militias rampaged here in downtown Dili. They attacked the house of Manuel Carrascalao. They massacred the refugees there. Yet you continued for months with aid to the Indonesian military. Why?
Question, sir?
Why did you continue with aid to the Indonesian military as they were killing civilians?
I can't answer the question you asked about Admiral Blair. You'll have to ask him that, because I'm not aware of that.
He was working for you. Why did you continue military aid to Indonesia?
But I understand that. I think, first of all, I don't believe America or any of the other countries was sufficiently sensitive in the beginning and for a long time before 1999, going all the way back to the 70s, to the suffering of the people of East Timor. I don't think we can defend everything we did. I think that our objective, which was to try to keep Indonesia from coming apart and from having some of the influences that I think we still worry about in Indonesia dominate, led us to do some things which, in my judgment, made us not as sensitive as we should have been to the suffering of the people here. And all I can tell you is that when it became obvious to me what was really going on, and that we couldn't justify not standing up for what the East Timorese wanted and for decent treatment for them, just under the guise of trying to hold Indonesia together for larger foreign policy reasons, I tried to make sure we had the right policy. And that's what I said today. That's what we tried to do. I can't say that everything we did before 1999 was right. I'm not here to defend everything we did. We never tried to sanction or support the oppression of the East Timorese. But I think if you look at American foreign policy for the 30, 40 years before that, all during the Cold War, there were times when, for all kinds of reasons, we thought we needed to support countries and holding them together and keeping them going in a certain direction, which made us insufficiently sensitive to what was happening to some minority groups. So that's my answer. I think we did the right thing in New Zealand. I think we did the right thing in the UN. I think we did the right thing in bringing the Australians and the ASEAN troops here. And I think the right thing to do is to do what the leaders of East Timor said. They want to look forward. You want to look backward. I'm going to stick with the leaders. You want to look backward? Have at it, but you'll have to have help from someone else.
During 1999,
President Clinton being questioned by journalist Allan Nairn in East Timor on May 20th, 2002, the day East Timor became the newest nation in the world. We only have 2 minutes left. Allan Nairn, President Clinton said, you want to look backward, he wants to look forward. Your response?
That's an interesting defense for murder. Imagine I take out a gun, I shoot a guy, the police arrest me, and then I say to the police, sorry, you can't touch me, that was in the past. You want to look back, I want to look forward. I think the question today is for Hillary. Hillary is saying she has experience. That experience is based on the Clinton administration. Ask her, what was her role in the decisions to send snipers and sniper training to Suharto, to give them training in PSYOPs and air assault and ground assault? If she didn't have a role, ask her why didn't she speak out publicly and protest what her husband was doing. Clinton talked about keeping Indonesia together, stability. Well, it is stability for a ruler when you rule a country with an iron fist and a grandfatherly smile, as the New York Times put it in 1993. But it's not stability for the people. If somebody can kick down your door in the middle of the night and drag you away, that's not stable. If you don't know if you're going to be able to feed all your kids the next day, that's not stable. If you can go to jail for criticizing the president, that's not stable. Another important point. It's not just Suharto who's dead. It's today's Indonesia. Just this week, General Joko, the hand-picked new military commander of the current general running Indonesia, General Susilo, he said Indonesia's not ready for democracy. Right now in West Papua, in the rural regions especially.
We have 5 seconds.
The military is carrying out Timor-type killing operations, using the Kopassus, using many of the same officers. One of the very generals, Tono Suratman, who carried out those 99 Timor massacres, has just been promoted and put in charge of all of Kalimantan, a big area in Indonesia.
Allan Nairn, we're going to have to leave it there. We want to thank you for being with us, speaking to us from Asia, from the region just out of Indonesia, as well as Galawardita from Jakarta and Brad Simpson, University of Maryland. We'll link to the documents. This has been a special on Suharto. I'm Amy Goodman. Thanks so much for joining us.